Good morning. This week I am turning 18 weeks pregnant and I am so excited. I will be finding out what I'm having next week, but next week after my update. So you probably won't see my gender reveal for 2 weeks. Boo, I know. So if you did not see Olivia's birth story, I will make sure to have it in the link below. Today I'm going to be doing Cody's birth story. And I think I hold them all close really to my heart, but in my life, when I was pregnant with Cody, that was probably the hardest time in my entire life personally that I've ever been through. I know there's much more life ahead of me, so as far as today, it was the hardest time in my life that I've been through, and being pregnant with Cody, I really believed saved my life. Being pregnant, I had to think about him, and I had to stay healthy and strong for him, and so I am truly grateful for him for that reason alone. I had Olivia in July of 2009. I delivered Cody 21 months later, almost 2 years later in April 2011. Now, after I had Olivia, I assumed in my mind that my weight would all just fall off naturally because my mom's did, all my sisters did, my sister-in-law did, and so it was never a thought to me. Like, I just assumed that when my body was ready, it would let go of the rest of the weight. And so I never thought about it. Like, it was just something that I assumed was going to happen. I was always slender, but I never worked out. I ate whatever I wanted. So after I had Olivia, I continued to eat whatever I wanted, however much I wanted, and that weight never came off. So when I delivered Olivia, I was 184 pounds, and I got down to like 160, and I just stayed there. I just sat at 160, and to be honest, I didn't realize that I was a little overweight. When I saw myself in pictures, I was like, oh my gosh, that's me? But other than that, I didn't really care. And so I just enjoyed having my baby. And then when I got pregnant with Cody, that's about what I started at, is 160. And ironically, I delivered Cody at 184. And after I had Cody is when I started to try to lose weight. So the doctor and I decided that we wanted to do another induction. I was induced with Olivia for medical reasons, but with Cody, I was really ready. I was really swollen, which that's how everybody is, I know, but I was very ready, and he took me 1 week early. So Joel and I got up in the morning and we headed over to the hospital, and they started my IVs around 7-ish. It was probably like between 6 and 7 that I started the IVs, and I was a little disappointed with this time's epidural. It wasn't as perfect as Olivia's. I did tell them when they gave me my epidural that I didn't want all the medication. I just wanted the minimum amount because I don't like when my legs are numb. It gives me anxiety, and I hate it. I hate the way it feels, but I'd like that middle section to be numb, you know what I mean? So I remember laying on my side, and I was progressing slowly but surely. Like, it wasn't too slow, but it was about every couple of hours I would dilate a centimeter. And I was laying on my side. My mom and dad were there. Joel's mom and dad were there. And I was laying there with Joel right in my face, and I was just bawling. I was bawling. I said, this hurts. This hurts. Even though I have my epidural, like, this hurts. And the nurse was like, let me just check you. And she had just checked me, and I was at a 7. 15 minutes later, I was at a 10. And she's like, okay, we're ready to go. And so I didn't have to push very long with Cody, especially compared to the hour that I pushed with Olivia. I think I pushed for about 20 minutes. So Cody took a little over 12 hours to get here, and when he was born at 7:51 p.m. He weighed 7 pounds, 10 ounces, and he was 19 inches long. Now, at my previous doctor appointments, I was strep B positive, and so they had me on the required 4 hours of antibiotics, and I think I had even more than 4 hours of antibiotics. And so they do that hoping that you don't pass that along to the baby during delivery, and mine did. And how they know that is they test their red blood count, and one was low. Either his red blood count was low or his white blood count was low, which was meaning that all of the good, I think his good blood, like the white blood count was low, which was meaning that they had been to work, they were at work. And so they knew that he had an infection in his little body. And his blood sugar was super, super low, and he was not breathing on his own very well. And so Cody spent 3 days in the ICU, and I just remember it was just me and Joel. We didn't have people around us. Our families went home, and even though I was really sad that my little babe was in the ICU, it was some of the sweetest moments. Every day I went down and I would lay with him, and I would put him skin to skin on my chest, and I would just rock him. And I remember I rocked him for over an hour one time, and I can just remember feeling his little body on me and like smelling the brand new baby. I don't think there's anything in this world that doesn't smell better than a brand new baby. And it was just, I just felt so carefree. My mom had Olivia. I think Olivia was bouncing between both grandparents, and it was just the most, I don't know, I felt like Joel and I were just in this little bubble. I knew Boston would get Boston! I called him by the wrong name! I knew that Cody was going to get better, and so we just enjoyed being together, just us, just me, Joel, and baby Cody Clark. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you love Cody, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on the gender reveal, which is coming very soon. Thank you again for watching and giving me all of your support, and I will end with my 18-week belly. Good morning. This, I'm not picking, I'm just itching. Now at my previous appointments, I did have, Now, at my previous doctor appointments, I was strep B positive. I was positive B strep. What is it? On the inside. Oh! My earring just fell out. There goes my other earring. What the heck?